Hi there, and welcome to Ian's Engage channel. I'm Ian. In a previous video I showed how I'd created a programming track so I could safely change the CV values on my locos away from the main track. In this video I'm going to show how I've upgraded the programming track by introducing a DCC Concepts rolling road. Before I start, here's a quick heads up that I have a question at the end of the video and I'd appreciate your opinions. Right, so let's get into the rolling road. There's no denying that the DCC Concepts rolling road is an expensive bit of kit. So, thank heavens for the Black Friday sales a few weeks ago, which knocked 20 quid off the price, otherwise I wouldn't be making this video. Having said that, as soon as you see the box containing the rolling road, you know the kit is going to be of a very high standard. The box itself is incredibly sturdy and looks good. The lid contains magnets so keeps it firmly shut and gives a nice snap when you close it. Inside the box, the rolling road components have been packed into their own individual compartments within a foam block contained within the box. I have to say that it's all very nicely presented. I've obviously opted for the N gauge version of the rolling road, which can also be converted to TT gauge if necessary, but HO and O gauge sets are also available. The rolling road components themselves look very impressive and are quite weighty for such small things. There are 10 roller sets in the box, which should be enough to support most locos. To be honest, I couldn't wait to get it installed, as I'd recently added a new loco to my fleet and was keen to get it run in. So, meet my new Hunslet, which is exclusively available from the N-Gauge Society. The Hunslet will be the industrial shunter responsible for moving wagons in and out of Ledgetown Quarry area on Shelfington. It's going to be named Raymond, after my dad, and will have a running number of 1211, which was Dad's birthday. But that's a sentimental story for another day. As I didn't currently have a fully operational circuit on Shelfington, the rolling road was the only way I could run in the Hunslet. The rolling road was extremely easy to install onto the programming track. You simply place each roller set onto the track and power is then drawn up through it where it can be picked up by the loco. With the Hunslet, it was so tiny that only 2 roller sets were required, which I used on the outer wheels. So here's a quick clip of the Hunslet running in both directions on the rolling road before I went on to run it in for half an hour at 50% speed in each direction. As you can see, the loco is running really smoothly on the rolling road and seems very stable. From a different angle, you can see that I couldn't resist switching on the flashing roof light, which incidentally is a nice touch on the model. I'm very sorry that this footage is a bit blurry, but it was a bit difficult for me to focus in the dark. Anyway, once the Hunslet was running, I tried a couple of other locos. First, my Class 33 was accelerated up to maximum speed in both directions. The loco does start to shake a little at high speed, but remains smooth and stable on top of the 4 sets of rollers. I was also interested to see how my temperamental Class 08 performed, which, like the Hunslet, required only 2 sets of rollers. And wouldn't you know it didn't miss a beat and didn't cut out once. However, if you look closely at the wheel flanges, you can definitely see some overspray from when the loco was weathered at the factory. This is undoubtedly the reason for its temperamental behaviour, so I'll endeavour to clean the wheels with some isopropyl alcohol, I think. If anyone has an alternative solution for cleaning them, then please let me know in the comments section. I have to admit to being impressed with the DCC Concepts rolling road. The roller sets are solidly built, run freely, and are abundant enough to be able to run in even the longest of locos. It's a quality product, and despite it being expensive, I think it represents good value for money, and even more so if you can get it at a reduced price. So, that's about it for this update. I hope you found it interesting and informative. Before I leave you though, I have a question. I'm considering doing some reviews of my locos and rolling stock, and wondered if that was something people would be interested in watching. I expect the reviews to be short and sweet, and to fit into my usual 10 minutes or less format, so they wouldn't be of the same level of detail as, say, Sam's Trains reviews for instance. Also, I don't expect to be taking locos apart to strip down their motors to evaluate them either. However, being a beginner in N-gauge modelling, maybe I could cover such things as how easy they are to DCC fit, as well as coming up with some general detail, quality and performance observations. I figure that with things being so expensive nowadays, that honest reviews may help people decide what and what not to spend their hard-earned cash on. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments section. Otherwise, if you've got any hints, tips, useful tools or techniques to pass on to a beginner in N-gauge modelling, or if you simply want to say hello, then please drop them in the comments section too. In the meantime, thanks ever so much for watching. Hopefully I'll have another update very soon. Bye.